What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Getting into this episode of Beyond the Gates. First of all, before I even get into this episode, y'all know I'm pissed off, right? Because all next week, Beyond the Gates is preempted. I don't understand why. I don't get why. Because all next week, they're showing the early episodes. From when the show, I believe from when the show first started in February. So they're showing all the beginning February episodes. Well, late February, March. They're showing all those episodes. The first, I think, 5 episodes they're showing next week. But that's stupid to me because Y&R is not preempted. B&B is not preempted. Why is Beyond the Gates preempted? But yet, you got boring ass Y&R with a new episode. Equally boring ass B&B with a new episode. I don't get it. Like, that is just stupid to me. Like, who made that decision? CBS, get your shit together. Please. Please get it together. Please. I beg of you, get it together. Because that just pissed me off. Like, all next week, no new episode. Lord. But anyway, getting into today's episode. Chelsea need to calm her ass down. Like, she really do. Like, all of this, I think she ghosted me. Oh, she's late. I understand, no call, no text. You start to get a little nervous about, like, where they are or whatever. I get it. But she had to remember, like, homegirl is a doctor. And I understand Kat told her, like, she left 2 hours ago or whatever. Okay, but things happen. Things come up. You got to just relax. Madison showed up. She came with some story about some kid threw up on her or whatever, and she had to deal with that whole mess. I would have been pissed. A kid throwing up on me? Oh, I would have been. Listen, I don't even like my own vomit. I don't like the smell or the look of my own puke. I would be so pissed if somebody else puked on me. And I understand it's a kid, but my blood would just boil at the smell of somebody else's puke. Ugh. The thought of it just made me want like, hell no. Hell to the no. I would have been pissed, but she made it, and I'm glad that they had to sit down. Chelsea was looking good as shit. Even in scrubs, like, Madison could literally be wearing a muumuu. And Madison would look good as shit to me. Like, that woman is fine. Chelsea is fine. Both of them are just fine. Like, damn, the casting department on this show is just A1 with the casting, because they know how to cast them. But I am glad that they got into some nitty gritty topics or whatever, especially about how Madison leapfrogs in relationships. She owned it. She was like, she tends to, go a little too quickly in relationships and stuff. Move a little too fast. And I'm glad they had that conversation. They needed to. Because Chelsea, Lord knows, Chelsea is a leapfrogger. God knows she moves way too quickly in relationships. Way too quickly. And I'm glad they talked about that, because I do feel like they need to slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Get to the courting. You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy each other. Get to know each other more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt, even with the whole meeting of the family thing, I felt like that was too soon. Even labeling each other, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't know if they calling each other girlfriend or not. I don't remember. If they're exclusive. I feel like that's too soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's too soon to be like an official couple. But I do like their vibe. You know what I'm saying? I love it. And, of course, she was asking her about Bill and, stuff like that. And Chelsea didn't want to talk about that shit, because she was like, her and Bill, they cool. They get into a cool place, but they're not there yet, naturally. So they're enjoying each other and whatnot. And look who the fuck pops up. Allison. I said, girl, if you don't get the fuck, why are you popping up now? I was like, if she don't get the hell out of here. Oh, can I talk to you alone? You don't see that they're on the date. Allison was so rude. I'm like, girl, they're on a date. What are you doing? So Madison was like, well, I got to get up early anyway. I'm like, no, I would have stayed my ass seated, and she needs to go. That simple. Like, you're not about to interrupt this. Hell, I had to wait so long for her to get there. I would have dismissed Allison ass. Bump that. So Madison leave. Allison asking all these questions. Oh, is she yours and stuff? Oh, she the total package. She the full package. You damn right she the full package. Now get going. And I'm glad Chelsea was like, yeah, it's none of your business. I'm like, exactly, it's not. So they get to talking or whatever. So now we get to the meat and potatoes. So apparently her husband Craig had a problem with her relationship with Chelsea. And it was Craig who gave her the ultimatum, either you picking our marriage or you picking Chelsea, which one it's going to be. So naturally, she picked her marriage, because she admitted that she wanted something more with Chelsea. But Craig gave her that ultimatum and she had to try to fix her marriage. So then she said after that, things started to change with her and Craig. And he started, getting a bit more angry and, things are getting a little volatile over there. And Chelsea was a bit surprised by that because she never got the vibe from Craig that he was like that, And I get it, but at the end of the day, you don't know what goes on behind closed doors with married people. Just because you are around a married couple for a couple minutes or an hour or so, and they seem lovey-dovey, they seem sweet, you don't know what's going on behind closed doors when others ain't around. You don't know. But I don't fully trust Allison, though. I don't 100% trust her story. Not fully. I ain't trying to call her no liar. I ain't trying to say that. But I need a little bit more proof. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. I just don't trust it. And at the end of the day, even if what she's saying is true, if I was Chelsea, I wouldn't take her back. No. Hell no. I wouldn't take her back. I'm sorry, but no. I feel like that ship has sailed. Because Allison comes with baggage. Like, even if her and Craig are separated at this point or whatever, you just said that he gets angry, he's this, and this. So, and y'all are not divorced. I take it that they're not legally divorced. They're just probably separated. So that's still an issue right there. That's baggage. You know what I'm saying? Who's to say he won't see y'all out and try to beat on both of y'all? You know what I'm saying? Try to go crazy or something. No. Chelsea, move on. And I felt so bad for Madison when she came back and saw the two of them sitting there talking. I was like, no, Madison, don't get the wrong idea. Chelsea better not go pick Allison over Madison. Do not. Don't do that. I wouldn't take her back. Not in this life. I don't trust it. But it's a messy situation. It's messy. Very. And I like this type of mess. It's crazy. So anyway, moving on from that. Eva. Lord. She had to sit down with Leslie at Orphe Jeans. Leslie came with this little cockamamie story talking about, oh, I'm lonely. Get a fucking puppy. Get a snapping turtle. Get a hamster. They like to play on the wheel all night. I'm sure that'll give you some entertainment and comfort and companionship. Get a frog. Get hooked on phonics. Get something. I'm lonely. I would have been like, okay, that's not my problem, madam. And since Leslie was the one treating for dinner, I wouldn't have got no damn salad. I don't know why Eva was sitting there getting a salad. I'm like, you got yourself a little $10 salad. Fuck that. I ain't even gonna say $10 because salads now are like $12, $14. But I would have got me something. I would have got burgers. I would have got, fries. I would have supersized my shit if she paying. I'm just saying. But they got, into a knee-deep conversation and stuff about who Leslie was prior to, Ted and all this type of stuff. And, they started talking about Alan a little bit. She could not stand that man. Anytime Leslie talk about Alan, it's like she might start off saying something decent about him, but she throws a lot of shade at that man as if she hated him. A big part of me wish Alan was not dead. Like, I just wish he would come back one day. Like, you never know with Leslie. She could be lying. You know what I'm saying? You never know with her. She probably got that man locked up somewhere in an insane asylum knowing her. I wish Alan would pop up because I need the tea on their marriage from back in the day. I need his point of view. We keep hearing Leslie's point of view. I need Alan's point of view. At least a family member of Alan. Something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know the real deal because she just can't stand him. Like, I don't know. Maybe, she just resented him because she wished that she had a certain lifestyle that he couldn't provide, maybe. I don't know. But she don't like him. Even in depth, she just very nasty when it comes to him. You know what I mean? Like saying he was a little slow and all. Yeah, Leslie is funny. Oh my god! But if I was Eva, I wouldn't trust Leslie because all this little turnaround that she doing, this little 180, talking about, oh, you know, I miss you and all this, that, and the third. For years, it was just me and you. I feel like it's another manipulative tactic. She's trying to manipulate. That's all Leslie know how to do. Eva would be crazy. I feel like Eva's crazy to sit down with her and still call her mama and be decent to her. You know, and still want to be in her presence. Especially after everything she did. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, she was so cold towards Eva. Like, there's no way I could forgive that. Like, hell no. I might forget. I can't say I wouldn't forgive because I probably would forgive for myself. But being in her presence, I couldn't do that. Because everything about Leslie is a tactic. She does things because she knows how to get to Eva. She knows how to manipulate her mind, you know, to get what she wants. And who knows what she's trying to do now. So Eva was talking about working with Ted and stuff like that, and how Kat has surprisingly been, you know, helpful with training her and whatnot. The way she was acting with Kat yesterday, it was so rude. Bringing up Tomas and all that type of stuff. She started that whole beef yesterday. Like, they already had beef, of course, but she started that yesterday because Kat really did try to come up in there and help her ass. And as soon as Ted left that office, she was just turned on that snark and that rude shit. I was like, Eva, this is why people can't root for you like that. Because you just start the nonsense. But, you know, Leslie was like, yeah, well, you got to keep an eye on that one. And she better. Because trust, Kat is on the warpath. Kat ain't forgetting nothing. Kat don't be forgetting nothing. She's still on the warpath on them. Speaking of Kat, she got an update on the case. So Jacob been working diligently. He got some people looking at the security footage again. Because apparently there was a scratch on the helmet. So if they can show that there was a scratch in the video, if they can get that image of a scratch being in the surveillance footage, and they can match it to the one that they got in evidence, they got her. They got Leslie cold. They gonna have her. But Kat need to play it smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, she needs to stop interfering in the case. Like, she has been a big help. Like, definitely she has. Like, I feel like Jacob wouldn't even got this far without Kat. But she got to think about the chain of evidence. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that. You know, the chain of custody and stuff with the evidence. Like, you can't just, you know, maneuver things your way, because if they find out about that, it could get everything tossed. The whole case would get tossed out. And Jacob keeps trying to reiterate that to her. You know, like, it's cool that she helpful, but you got to pump your brakes and let him actually do his job. But Jacob admitted that, you know, he liked working with Kat naturally, because she's, I mean, even without being a detective, she actually a pretty good cop. If she really wanted to go in that field, she'll be a damn good one. Like, homegirl got skills. But that's what pissed me off too, because she could see people for who they are, you know, they're scheming, but it seemed like she can't see Tomas. Like, you can't see the bullshit he doing. You know what I mean? Like, she need to open her eyes fully to that fool, because he definitely playing the fence. So anyway, moving on from that. Martin. Lord. I am so glad Bill stepped in when he did, because Bill was like, listen, take your ass home. Bill was like, you need to get the hell out of here. Let me handle this. I gotta handle it. I gotta stay. No, not like that. This dude looks nervous as hell. He pacing the floor. I'm like, dog, you are in no position to handle this money drop. Just go and let them handle it. Obviously, they got a plan. They wanted the homeboy to meet them at the casino for a reason. You know what I mean? So they clearly have a plan. Go your ass home. Like, he's so hard-headed. And when he left, even Joey was like, yeah, you sure he gonna be cool? Like, you sure he gonna not fuck this up? You know, because even Joey was like, I don't trust that. Because he too hot-headed. Like, you can't tell Martin nothing. Think he got to be in the know on everything. Like, dude, no, you don't. You ain't got to know everything. Let the grown folk handle this. You know what? I like the dynamic between Bill and Joey. Like, they got a very interesting situation going on. Like, Joey pretty much offered that man a job. He said, listen, if you want a career change, you go always be my partner. Bill said, motherfucker, I got a law firm with my name on it. I ain't got time for your shenanigans. Bill was like, I would never. Bill said, shit, I don't need no partner. He said, I own my shit. I don't need no partner, and I damn sure wouldn't deal with your nefarious ass. Hell no. Their dynamic is so funny to me, but Bill stepped the fuck up. Like, Bill definitely stepped up. And Martin continues to prove why people don't tell him nothing, because him going to the country, did y'all see the way he was hiding behind bushes and corners and shit in the country club looking at Kenneth? I'm like, see, this is why people don't tell you nothing, Martin, because you about to fuck this up. Like, you over here just, I'm like, Martin, go home. You know what I'm saying? Because now what if he would have saw you? Probably did. What if he would have saw you and confronted you? Then what? Like, dude, just let the old school handle this, please. They obviously got a plan to know what they're doing. So thank God Diego came up and interrupted and, you know, got Martin to take his mind off of that. So homeboy got up in there and Bill was like, motherfucker, you call me a fixer. He said, I'm the fixer. And this, you know, this going to be the last of our interaction. He said, you're going to take this money. You're going to get your ass up out of here. You got 2 days. He said, because you messing with a powerful family. And you don't want those kind of problems. Because he was like, now, this is the last you're going to see of me. But he was like, you know, whatever happens after this, that's on you. They ain't got nothing to do with me. Like, Bill stepped the fuck up. See, this is the Bill I like when he's not around Haley. I like this Bill. The one that just comes in, cleans up the mess. You know, he put the fear of God in people. I love that. He handled business, gave the dude his money, was like, you got 2 days. Because Joey was talking to Randy or whatever. Randy, I feel like, honestly, Joey might need a new henchman. He might need to get a new guy, because Randy is way too, he too shifty. It's like he not cut out for this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, working for Joey, I feel like he's not cut out for it anymore. You know, because he was very hesitant. And Joey picked up on that. He was like, you seem a little hesitant. He said, I'm going to do what you say. He said, no, you're going to do whatever I say. I'm like, exactly. You're the employee. Like, you can't be sitting over here all shaking like a stripper. Like, come on now. Get it together. And he got it together quick, too. Because when that dumbass Kenneth's so dumb. He going to sit there and got all that money on the table, sitting there counting it. I would have put that shit back in that bag as soon as Bill gave it to me and hauled ass. I would have hauled ass. I would have went somewhere and counted that shit elsewhere. What you still sitting there counting that for? Randy came up in there, pulled that gun out. Like, they scaring the fuck out this boy. You know, and Bill still had to calm Martin ass down because Martin talking about, oh, I should still be involved in this. Bill said, listen, go on somewhere. We got it. You know, they gonna take care of that little bigot. You need to calm that shit down. He needs to stop thinking that, you know, he needs to know everything. Because at the end of the day, there's a reason why Vernon don't tell him anything. You know, it's like they're trying to keep you out of this mess. And he insists on being a part of it. They're trying to keep your fucking hands clean, is what they're trying to do. That's why Bill keeps urging him to just let this go. Like, let them deal with this. Like, he just won't listen. Like, so damn hard-headed. For no reason. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Peace.